If you're anything like me, then you know what it's like to feel stuck, to feel tired of being tired, to be unmotivated and just feel like life is passing you by. Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'm 22 years old and I am done feeling like that. 2025 is my year to rebrand, step into a new era of me, level up, and just become that girl that I've always dreamed of being. I have spent way too many hours scrolling through social media, seeing all these people who seem to have their lives just perfectly together. You know, they get up early, they do Pilates, they have glowing skin, they have thriving social lives, they always look put together, whilst I'm stuck feeling lazy and unmotivated and just like I'm falling behind, and it just feels like it's this constant loop. But I am deciding to take control. I'm done watching life happen from the sidelines. So this year I've decided I want to flip the script, because really the only thing holding me back is myself. Okay, so I feel like the thing that really pushed me into this mindset shift was that I have already achieved the hardest goal I set out for myself this year, which was to secure my grad job. It has been a long and treacherous journey to get in this job, but I actually did it. I did it, I got the job, I signed the contract, and I will be starting September 2025. I can't believe someone's going to actually pay me to be a software engineer, but that's a whole other story for another day. What I really want to talk about is how securing this job made me realize that I can do anything I put my mind to. If I set out to do something, I can achieve it. If I put in the effort, I will see the desired outcome. So, as this job starts in September, I have 6 months of freedom. I have 6 months to do whatever I want. And in an ideal world, maybe I would travel here, travel there, but my bank account said no. So I guess that's a blessing in disguise, because I'm going to commit these next 6 months to becoming the best version of myself. This isn't becoming perfect or anything like that. It's just becoming the version of me I know I can be. So I know there's a lot of self-help and self-development advice, especially on YouTube, which can be really helpful, but at the same time, it can get really overwhelming. There's challenges like 75 hard or 75 medium. There's all this advice on the habits you need, on the perfect morning routine, the perfect night routine. And personally, I feel like this can all be overwhelming because I just don't know where to start. I am literally starting from the ground up. I don't know if you guys realise, but just for context, my current daily routine looks a little something like, okay, so I do get up early, but that's because I have to for work. I start work at 7 a.m. So my alarm goes off at 6 a.m. I get up at 6:30. I leave at 6:45 to start work at 7. I usually get home around 11 a.m. If I'm doing overtime, I'll get home at 4 p.m., but that is not often. So I'm usually home by 11 a.m. I look in the fridge, can't see any food, so I sit down, turn the TV on, watch Netflix, get hungry again, have some toast or some nuggets or fish fingers, sit back down, have a nap, wake up, ask my mum when dinner's ready, eat dinner, and go to bed. And that is not very productive. That is not what I should be doing. I know a lot of people like to set a time frame, and even though I said I am starting my new job in 6 months, that's just more of a check mark for me and not really like a deadline. I just want this process, I don't want it to end, basically. I just want this to be my new way of life. I haven't done anything like 75 hard before because that's a bit too much for me. But when I was like in my peak job search, job hunting era, I set myself a 60-day challenge where I deleted all my social media, and all I would do is go to work, come home, study, and apply for jobs for probably like 6-7 hours, and then go to bed super early, and then repeat the next day. And even though I guess this challenge worked out for the best because I did end up securing my job, once it was over, I just went straight back to all my bad habits, to not being productive, to doom scrolling on TikTok, to binge watching shows on Netflix. And that's probably the main reason why I don't want to set like a number to it, because I know myself. And I know straight after the 75 days or the year, I will go back to my old ways, and I don't want that to happen. I want to set new, realistic habits. Okay, so for this rebrand, I have identified a few key areas that I want to focus on. So my first area of focus is my routines. I feel like my night routine is going to be more important to my morning routine because I start work so early, I really just get up and go. So for my night routine, I want to focus on going to bed early because I feel like a big reason why I do feel so unmotivated is because I come home from work and I'm so tired. So I really need to go to bed earlier and just get into a good nighttime routine flow. Okay, if it looks like I'm looking to the side, it's because my laptop is here with my notes on. My next area of focus is health and fitness. I would say prior to graduating university, I was very active. I was in every single society at some point. I did dance, I did cheer, I was in art society, cultural societies. I did everything. My diet was not good, but my fitness was good because I was dancing between like 2 to 5 hours every single day. But since graduating, that has gone down to 0 hours a day. To be fair, I always have like a month or so in summer where I just get so motivated. I get a gym membership, I go every day, but as it gets to September, I always stop. So getting back into a good health and fitness, just kind of routine, I guess, is something I want to focus on. So for my fitness, I don't think I'm going to be able to take dance class as much as I would like, just because of where I live. There's nowhere to take class. I'd have to go into London, which is spenny. So I want to do Pilates, YouTube Pilates. Move with Nicole, she is my girl. I want to try do Pilates every day and maybe eventually start going for a little run, maybe a little run down the road and back, because all the hot girls run and I'm a hot girl, so I should be running. And my diet is trash, so I want to start meal prepping and just snacking less, have healthy snack options in the house so I can wean off the biscuits and the chicken nuggets and the toast. Okay, so my next main category is YouTube and content creation. I have wanted to start a YouTube channel for as long as I can remember, but I have never had the courage to just pick up the camera and film. So, as I have this free time, this is one of the main categories I want to focus on and really give it a go because I have the time to do so and I might never have this opportunity again. So, I want to try posting every 2 weeks. I feel like that's a realistic schedule for me. And I also eventually want to post on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I'm kind of scared of Instagram. I don't know why. I've just never been much of an Instagram poster. I have 2 posts up at the moment. A year ago, I had 1 post, and a year before that, I didn't even have a profile picture. So YouTube, that's going to be Instagram, sorry. That's going to be a big hurdle for me, but I'm going to try my best to be uploading on all of those free social media platforms by September. I'm going to try my best, but no promises. If I can be uploading to YouTube every 2 weeks, even if I don't upload to Instagram, that's still a big, big win in my eyes because YouTube has been the thing that I've always wanted to do. But ideally, this year, I want to be uploading to all of those free social media platforms. Another category I have is, I guess you can call it like self-development, I don't know. But I really want to work on my confidence. I feel like when I was younger, I feel like I used to be a lot more outgoing and not scared to try new things. But as I've got older, I've just developed such anxiety and I'm literally scared to do anything. I barely leave the house. And whenever someone describes me as shy, even though I know I'm shy, I always get really defensive because I just feel like it's such a negative thing for me. Like, I don't want to be shy. I want to be outspoken. I want to be able to just go up and talk to anyone. I want to be able to try new things. Whenever I see someone that's extroverted and just loud and can just, I don't know, just oozes all this confidence, I'm always so jealous. So confidence is something I really want to work on. This also kind of ties into confidence, but I want to take more pictures of myself. And that may sound really vain, but hear me out. If you were to look at my camera roll, there would be barely any pictures of me. This is number one because I don't go anywhere and I look like crap every day, so I don't take pictures of myself. But Also because I'm just shy. If anyone is like, oh, do you want me to take a picture of you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But then when I look back on like what I've done last year or the past month or so, it's kind of like depressing to see like no pictures or whatever. Like pictures are memories. And it's like I have no memories of what I've done the past month or the past year because I never took any pictures of it, which is kind of sad. So I want to take more pictures of myself and just life in general. I guess this would also go in that category, but I really want to make a priority to isolate myself less and to really reach out to friends and family and make plans to meet up and socialize more because I do miss my friends. Majority of my friends and family don't live where I live. So I feel like over the years, I guess, got very comfortable being alone, which is not a bad thing. But I think it started to be a negative thing when I started to just isolate myself and almost become too comfortable being alone. And I got to a point where it's like, I miss my friends, I miss hanging out, I miss doing fun things. And I feel like when I'm with my friends, like they bring out a different side to me and I miss that side of me. And I want to make more of an effort to not be the catch-up friend. I saw this on TikTok. To not be the catch-up friend and be the memories friend. So definitely reaching out and just putting in more effort with my friendships and family relationships, just all relationships really. So I don't really have anything career-wise in my plan right now because I've already secured my job. And I feel like I just really want to take the time before I start my job to focus on me and only me and not my career. I feel like when I start after September, I will focus a lot more on my career and what I want to do in that kind of avenue. But for now, I just really want to focus on my self-development and just really glowing up from the inside out. I'm going to call this next category self-expression. I feel like a lot of people my age have been through so many eras of their life. Like if you were to see a picture of them 5 years ago and now, they would look completely different. Whereas me, on the other hand, if you looked at a picture from 5 years ago and now, I would look the exact same, which is not a bad thing. I just really want to play around and have fun with my identity and just how I dress, how I do my hair, how I do my makeup. I just feel like it would be fun. Your physical appearance is a good way to express yourself and all that jazz. I really want to step up my makeup game, my outfit game, my jewelry game, everything. I just want to be creative and just have fun with it. I want to try different hairstyles. I want to try different jewelry. I want to wear outfits that feel more true to me. Like I have a wardrobe full of clothes and only, I'd say 40% of them really reflect my personality and I feel like comfortable in. I want the six pack. I want the toned abs. I want to look good. I feel like being 22, like this is my prime. This is my time to look good and feel good. I'm supposed to be young and hot and fun. I feel like at the moment I'm just like, I'm kind of drab. Even though I dressed up when I did my hair and makeup for this video, on a regular day, I have no makeup, no hair, and literally my hooded blanket on. And I'm just tired of looking like that every day. I want to just be put together every single day. I feel like this video is so random because I didn't plan it out properly and my camera's also about to die, so I'm trying to just say everything before it does. So I kind of touched on this in the self-expression portion, but another part of my rebrand that has its own category is my hair. I feel like being a black girl, my hair is always a big, big part of my life and a topic of conversation. And I just want long, curly Rapunzel hair. Like, I'm in my early 20s. I feel like at some point in my life, I want to have my dream length and thickness of hair. And I feel like this is going to be a lot easier to achieve whilst I'm young. So yesterday I booked an appointment to get my hair done at a salon, which I've actually never had before. I'm going to get a silk press, I'm going to get a trim, and I just really want to work on retaining length one, and also two, trying different styles and just switching it up, which I might have already said, but I'm saying again. I almost forgot, this is also quite a big one to do with my hair. I have never worn my hair in a wash and go curly state, and that's something I really want to do this year. I also really want to try curly clip-ins. The ones from Carl's Queen I want so bad, but they're like £300. So hopefully I can get it one day, but yeah. Even though I'm not setting myself like strict habits to introduce straight away and stay consistent with, there's definitely habits that need to go. Like ASAP. They need to go. There's some habits I need to get rid of like today. The first habit I'm trying to get rid of, that I will get rid of, is taking naps during the day. This is okay if it's once in a while, but for me, it is every single day. I can't really be productive and do stuff and work on myself and enter this new era of me during the day if all I'm doing is sleeping. So naps, they gotta go. The next habit that is going out the door is procrastinating. My first name should be procrastination. All I do is procrastinate. There's probably some things I've had on my to-do list since last year, and it's March now. So I really want to stop procrastinating. I'm not sure how. I tried to do this before, but I didn't really hold myself accountable to it. But whenever I thought of a task I needed to do, I put it in my reminders app and I set like a 1 week kind of thing so that it had to be done within that week, each task. But I'm going to try to do that again. And also what I'm going to try and do is, if there's something I need to do and it can be done in that moment, just do it. Just do it. This is everything from washing the dishes up straight after dinner, to putting a load of laundry on, to getting up and washing my hair. Just literally anything. If it can be done in the moment, do it. Because either I'll just be like, oh, I'll do it later, or I'll do it in the morning, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week. And guess what? It never gets done. The last habit which is going out the door right now is doom scrolling. I no longer want to doom scroll. I said this before, I think I mentioned this before in this video. I did a 60-day challenge where I deleted all social media. I actually did it for longer than 60 days. I think it was maybe around 70, 80 days with no social media. And I was not missing out on anything. I did not miss TikTok. I missed physically scrolling through stuff, but I didn't feel like I was actually missing out on anything. So I know that doom scrolling is a habit I can easily get rid of because I have done it before. So I definitely want to sort that out ASAP. Okay, so now I have talked about some of the key areas I want to focus on. I wanted to show you guys my vision board just so you could kind of see like a visual representation of what this rebrand looks like and means to me. She's here. I made this vision board a while ago, and I made this vision board a while ago, and I actually filmed a video about this, but I guess at the time I didn't really post it because I didn't feel qualified to give people advice that I don't stick to or I don't partake in. So I just kind of left it really. But as you can see, I might put a picture of it here. In my vision board, I have the quote, "I got the job I wanted." And guess what? I got the job I wanted. So now I feel a little bit more qualified to give advice and just to show you guys it and just be proud of what I've created, really. Also on my vision board, I have the quote, "I am a successful content creator," which would also be such an insane thing to be able to say at the end of 2025. Having this board up in my room and just walking past it and seeing it every day serves as a constant reminder that all of this is attainable and it could be my life if I just put in the effort and the work. This is like the YouTube/content creation part of my vision board. I've got a picture of Tam holding all her plaques. Can you imagine if one day I'm sitting on my bed right here holding a 100k subscribers plaque? That would literally be insane. But yeah, I just put that as one of my inspiration pictures because why not dream big? I also put a 10k balloon because I feel like 10,000 subscribers, even though it feels like a dream right now because I have 0, but I I feel like that is a big goal, but also a realistic goal in a sense. Like, I don't want to speak this into existence, but I may not get the 100k plaque this year, and that's fine because, as I said before, I want to upload and record and share my journey, even if no one watches, just for myself. But having 10k subscribers would just be so monumental to just be like an I did it moment. I started my channel, I committed, I showed up every week, and I done it moment. So that's why I have the 10k on my board. I also have PR because that would be crazy. Can you imagine? A girl can dream. Yeah, I feel like I've talked about the rest of it really. It's kind of crazy that today is day 0, and I don't know why, but I really feel like my life is going to change from this moment on. That might be a bit too soon to say, but I just feel like an energy shift has happened, a mindset shift has happened, and I am committed to this. I'm ready to give this my all. And I know that if I give this my all, it will happen. I will become that person. And this new era, this rebrand, is just going to become my life, which is crazy to think. Thank you so much for watching, and I would love for you guys to stick along for this journey and watch the process. I think first off, I'm just going to do a whole reset of my space and just get ready for week 1 of my new life, which is crazy to say. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.